All right. Hello. Good afternoon, YouTube. I hope you are doing well. We are getting ready to go over your new moon solar eclipse in Leo. This is going to take place tomorrow at about 1:37 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And the solar eclipse begins at about 4:39 p.m. UTC. You'll have to figure out all the other stuff and figure out what time that happens. However, this isn't going to be your ordinary eclipse in any sense of the way, okay? But it's going to be like a 6-month process into the future in which we release the old, we release the unrealistic, the fake, the superficial world and energies around us. We are allowed to bring a more grounded, authentic type of confidence for ourselves with this moon and this eclipse. We have the sun in Leo. We have the new moon in Leo. We have the dragon's tail, which is karmic, in Leo. We have Jupiter, which is protection and luck, all in Leo. So it will be Leos that feel this the most, the absolute most. Now, this eclipse is dignified in Leo, meaning that Leo is ruled by the sun. After all, Leo does rule the sun and will be at its highest and most intense power. I already talked about the moon time, 1:37 p.m. Now, the total eclipse is going to be visible in like Russia, Greenland, Iceland, northern Spain, Portugal, and then there's going to be a partial eclipse here in the States and in Europe. So like the UK will experience seeing a partial eclipse. Parts of North America, I would say way on up, like Maine, as close as you are to Greenland, you'll be able to see it. It'll be those upper states. I don't know if New York will even be able to see it. However, there's something else happening along with the eclipse energy. And if you do get the opportunity in the twilight hours tomorrow morning before the sun rises, there is this thing called, in the twilight hours before this eclipse takes place, there will be a 6-planet parade where Uranus, Jupiter, Mercury, Neptune, Mars, and Saturn are all in a rare alignment. Yep, I had to make sure there were 6 in there. That are all in a rare alignment before sunrise. And there will also be meteor showers on the 12th and the 13th. So lots of things going on in the sky. And if you get the time, do check it out. Now, this energy, eclipses in general, are all about death and rebirth, hypothetically. We can't have really renewal without an ending or a death of some sort. So when a solar eclipse conjuncts the North Node, the dragon's tail, it signifies a time of releasing old habits, viewpoints, ego, even old ideologies. It's time to make space for the new energy and the growth that's set in place for us. Now, the Leo solar eclipse brings a powerful, fiery, high voltage, turbocharged, commanding, and confident self-expression. And this will be where identity, self-expression, creative awakenings, and affairs of the heart will matter. Think about what Leo rules. It's the 5th house. Love, romance, children, creativity, joy, pleasure, sex. It's also the house of the laws of attraction when it comes to love. So, makes sense. Now, sudden revelations, epiphanies, and breakthroughs can happen and will. The heart, and will. It will be all the fixed signs that experience the hidden truths projects that bring passion and love, and even sudden changes within life. So fixed signs, Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, those are the fixed signs that will feel it. But wherever Leo is placed by house and sign, you will feel it, especially the fixed and the fire signs. So Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, definitely going to feel it. It will be all those souls that will feel it the absolute strongest. They will be born with a sun, a moon, an ascendant, or a dragon's head and tail in Leo, who will have fated outcomes in a very for very karmic reasons. Now, there will be a lot of intense energy surrounding the solar eclipse, and I'm expecting some sort of shocking surprises and revelations are bound to be exposed either within these next few days or in the next few weeks. Definitely, there's something coming to light here. The same day as the eclipse, we also have a Mars-Chiron sextile and a Mercury-Uranus sextile on the 13th. The same day we also have a Mercury-Uranus, and so we have a Mars-Chiron sextile and a Mercury-Uranus sextile, same day as the eclipse, the 12th. Then on the 13th, there is a Mercury-Venus sextile, and this means that the energies they're quick. They're action-packed, action-oriented. They're intuitive in some ways. And speech, to a certain degree, can be very harmonious. Now, I know it's in Leo, but even Leos, I've seen them in action where they can have a lot of grace, sweet talk someone to get what they want. I've seen them in action, so there's that, just so you know. And speaking of Leo, let's go through your forecast. You have about 3 paragraphs. You are the belle of the balls, as I call it. So of all the signs in the zodiac, it will be Leo's front and center that feel this energy strongly, with the nodes of fate also gracing your first house of self, soul's purpose, new beginnings, first impressions, appearances, fated destinies, and even karmic connections. There will be a lot of progressive changes for you, Leo. You will find yourself releasing old habits, old chapters in your life, and resetting your identity and self-achievements. Leos will clean up and rid themselves of what no longer serves their new path. So something to look forward to, a rebirth and a renewal. Now on August 13th, Mercury will sextile Venus, and Leos can be bold, choose all the right words, and remain graceful too, just like I was saying a few minutes ago. August 15th brings a conjunction between Mercury and Jupiter, and it's all about education and the literary world and Leo's general thirst for knowledge. Now on the 17th, there will be a Mercury-Saturn trine and a Venus-Jupiter sextile. This is a great day, Leo. Put this in your calendar, okay? This energy of the day will bring strong mental organization and also a touch of luck and good fortune. I don't really want to tell someone to gamble, but not a bad day to play the lotto, okay? Now, the 22nd of August brings a Sun and a North Node conjunction, which can bring a deeper stress within yourself, your soul's purpose, and what your true destiny is. Now, I did not put this in the newsletter, but that will hit. The North Node is going to be in your 7th house, Leo, if you're an August-born Leo, and the Sun obviously is right on you, the 1st house. So you could be dealing with issues within the 7th house of marriage, contracts, and partnerships, and your 1st house of self and soul's purpose. An opposition on the 25th between Mercury and the North Node can bring like an internal battle about what your destiny is and what is your mental clarity. You know, a lot, your mind can play some games with you of self-doubt, and you don't want to do that, okay? Oppositions are a little difficult. Remember, the word opposite, so there's two energies battling each other. That's how I can see an opposition. There's a lot of energy around you, Leo, and this is the go with the flow, ground center, and let the adventures begin. So that didn't make any sense. This is where you need to go with the flow, ground, center, and also have fun. Let those adventures begin, dear Leo, okay? You will feel this eclipse for the next year, 6 months to a year. I believe in 2027. I don't have it in front of me. We have another one coming next year. And we'll talk about that at another date. Now, the next few weeks and for the year ahead, this solar energy in Leo urges all of us to drop the ego, do a little soul searching within ourselves, releasing old viewpoints, habits, and perspectives that have dragged us down instead of uplifting us. This really is a cosmic reset of inner reflections. It's personal growth and a major turning point for all of us. I do expect shocking news to hit as secrets are exposed and things will be brought to light on a global level. There will be a death of some sort, hypothetically, and a new beginning to something. Now, the real danger is going to lie around the 17th as a Plutonic energy is here, and this means a wake-up call for some. Someone famous and rich dies, and death and drama can ensue. You really need to watch yourself and your surroundings on that date. I put those dates. I only gave you one date. Just be aware of that energy. Now, the next Uranic energy phase will hit around the 25th, and it can bring detriment to the fault lines. It's explosions, it's eruptions, it's shocking news, strange news, the unexplained, air and space news. It could be Asian news, discoveries, erratic weather, and your typical Uranic energy. And we have a lunar eclipse coming in Pisces. It's kind of closing out the last dragon we had, and it'll be a lunar one. And this is going to happen on the 27th. And this energy will bring neurotic, unbalanced, and emotional issues. Do not consume alcohol or take any sort of illegal drugs during this phase, as it will blur your vision, your mind, and your spirit. None of us, and I don't mean not one damn human on the planet, is going to be operating on all cylinders come the lunar eclipse, okay? Especially those of us born with a strong Neptune in our chart, or their chart, or Pisces energy. I will explain more about this as we get closer to that lunar eclipse. Right now we're focused on the solar one. And I am wishing all of you a blessed new moon solar eclipse. Now, I didn't do I don't usually do tarot for the general public per se, but there were 2 cards that popped out. I did a 7-card reading for my Patreons. I'm only giving you 2 of the cards. And I'm giving them to you because out of the whole reading, I felt as if these 2 cards were very appropriate. So we drew the Death card, which is definitely a beginning and an ending to something. It's a releasing. It's a karmic cycle. It's transformation. It's change. It's definitely the Scorpio card. And it can be some sort of bad news that ends up turning out to be good news in some ways. Please remember, this isn't for an individual person. This is strictly for the world at large. So with it being upright, it is about deeper spirituality, but rebirth, transformation, change. Something dies and it rebirths, hypothetically. What else can I say about this? Very appropriate, especially for around the 17th when we go into that Platonic phase. But then I asked Spirit, could you elaborate a little more? And I got the Ace of Wands. This is in reverse. So Ace of Wands could either be our government or the world at large, but there's very much some confusion, some miscommunication, some clouded judgment. Sometimes this card can represent a victory, but it's not by choice. It's by full throttle and force. So there's that as well. This is a very indecisive card, and it shows that we're dealing with a lot of creative blocks, a lot of misinformation. Contrary to what some people believe, just because we're going into a new moon and it's a solar eclipse and everything's going to be fantastic, that's really quite the contrary here. This is intense energy, okay? This is very intense. And there will be, I guarantee it, within the next few days or the next 2 weeks, something shocking coming out in the news. Like I said, I'm wishing all of you a very blessed new moon solar eclipse. And the motto with this eclipse is, once again, I'm reiterating, releasing old habits, fears, phobias, ideologies, and forging a new and improved person full of ideas, creativity, and passion for what you love and do. Lots of changes for all of us. This eclipse tells you to reach for the stars, to achieve your successes and your goals. I'm wishing all of you the best of luck, everyone. Bright blessings, blessed solar eclipse. And I don't ever share the magical folk with the general public. That's a paid service on my Patreon. But I will say this: make yourself some solar water. Solar water could be added to spiritual baths, healing baths, protection spells, love spells. Leo rules children. Leo rules love and romance. Leo rules creativity. Leo rules being in the limelight and right in the center stage. So use that. And water has memory. Tell water what to do, it will do it for you. So make that moon water, or solar eclipse water, sorry. Even make a solar tea to ingest. But get creative and have a blessed new moon solar eclipse. I will talk to all of you later. I am going to try and get on here on Friday and just kind of go over some of the energies. I said I was going to get on here, but it's been kind of crazy the last few weeks, but it looks like I might have some time coming up. So talk to you later. Have a good one.